What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm just gonna do a drawing for myself. It's late at night. I'm just gonna draw what I normally like to draw, which is skull-related monsters type things. I'll try to talk you through it, like through my mindset, but I'm not gonna be talking a whole lot. I'll try though. So I'm gonna use two things. It's gonna be a mechanical pencil and this brush pen from Japan. It's called a Tombow. Honestly, the microns are just as good as this thing. Microns are all over the US, so it doesn't really matter. This is a double brush tip or whatever. Anything with a tip like that, take a look at it, it's good enough. So I'm gonna start. And I am not really sure what I'm gonna draw, but I'm trying to think of maybe something with movement. And right now, I'm just throwing up anything in my brain. I'm doing it really scribbly. That's one way to do it. Scribbly, and I'm hoping to find shapes, kind of like with a Rorschach pattern. People find things in random shapes. I know it's gonna have a body. It's just a matter of what, per se. I kind of have an image in my head right now. Now I'm kind of getting one. Kind of seeing something in there I like. But I don't like the pose. Let's see. I don't like the pose at all, actually. I'm going to change it. Kind of thinking about his arm, maybe running forward. Maybe like he's running. Let's see. Now this is turning into a huge mess. Alright, I'm keeping it real light though. I kinda see some lines in there, so I'm gonna see if I can try to pull them out using my... Actually, I don't know yet. I don't have a clear enough image yet. One moment. Still looking through, trying to find an image here. If you see something, write it on the comments. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I'm definitely gonna turn it into something though. Yeah, shoulder here. A lot of the drawing is working out stuff too. I'm really just trying to work out what I'm looking at exactly. And a lot of this has to do with the library of info that's already kind of in my head. I want to use up the whole page, so the whole space I got. Alright, that's enough. I kind of have an image in my head, so out of this I'm going to pull something out with my, with this brush tip here. Or whatever. Ink tip. I'm going to start at the face. I always start at the face because it just feels comfortable to me. I'm going to go really thin. Real careful too, because I don't exactly know what I'm looking at yet. See an eyeball there. Really thin nasal cavity. Tooth. Alright. Another tooth. Not sure where this line's going yet. I'm gonna cut this off over here. These little calligraphy marks I'm making, you know, like little scratches. There's not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. I'm just kind of trying to make like, you know, I'm trying to define the plane that I'm on, you know, like plane to the face kind of. But I'm doing it with small tick marks everywhere. Kind of feels good too. Scratches this itch in my head. Whatever this comes out, you know, even if it comes out like trash, I am going to post it on my DeviantArt, which I'll link below. I really don't use DeviantArt as much as I used to, but I don't know, I'm starting to get back into it. It's pretty fun. I know I want that to be a horn, so I made it real thick right off the bat. Maybe make it like a devil horn. That even exists. Another horn sticking out the back there. Why not? The eyeball's a little too big for me. It's got to be a bug eye if it's that big. So I'm going with thinner lines. I would say, if I'm thinking about one thing more than anything the whole time right now, it would be my line quality. I'm thinking about how thick am I gonna lay down the line as opposed to the line right next to it. You know, you see I'm going really, really thin on that. I'm trying to indicate like a texture, like that bug eye. But I'm not drawing all of it in, I'm just indicating it, you know. I'll have to draw it a little bit, and that means the viewer will get the idea. It'll kick into the brain that, okay, the whole thing's filled in. And you don't have to draw the whole thing, per se. I don't draw too many, actually. Either draw too little. There's that middle zone where you're like, I'm not sure. Horn up there's got to hold on to something. Trying to figure out. So that's the outside of his face over here. So because it's the outer side of his face, I'm going to put a little bit of a thicker line. On the outer contour of his face. I made it too thick up top, so to compensate, I'm going to make it a little thicker below. I'm contemplating whether I'm going to give him a huge mouth or not, but it'll look too much like the Violator if I do that, so I'm not going to give him a huge mouth. I'm going to give him a pretty huge-ish mouth, though. Hmm. Honestly, I feel that jaw kind of tamed it down a little too much for me. I wanted to make it a little crazier, but it's fine. I'll work with it. I'm gonna put some armor on him, maybe like a shoulder pad. Maybe he's like a bug soldier. I really like when shoulder pads kind of layer on each other, so I'm gonna try to give it that effect. Hmm. So, got that layering going. It's a little off, I think, perspective-wise, but it's passable. Hmm. Wondering what I'm gonna make that. Probably his arm twisting back there. So his chest, since his face is that way, his chest shouldn't be facing us too much, really. Should be kind of behind his crazy bulbous head there. But at the same time, I don't want it to seem like he's got like his head doesn't fit his body, so I'm gonna have to throw something else in there, maybe like a larger chest plate. Hmm. Mm. Back up to his head. I'm thinking like he's got fire coming out of his head, maybe some crackling. Hmm.